Friday
is working today.
I know.
Because we look awful silly dancing here in our chairs if there was no music. And then we would just have to blame Spencer, wouldn't we?
Well, we think we would. He's the
Yeah, he's the board guy.
Second week in a row.
Second week in a row, yeah.
I think
So, let's go ahead and do our weekly share. Let me see. Oh, how about that? It came right up for me. Usually it takes 2 minutes.
I swiped 3 times and didn't
Share.
find it. So
Share.
if you can't find
Yep.
it, just search
Yeah.
Honor Bound IT.
That's right. Make sure that you share it on your timeline.
That's right. If you're scrolling through your feed and you see us, there's a little arrow that says share. You click it, and then it says share now. And I click share now, and now everybody that's on my feed will share it. And cut me off.
Welcome to the Honor Bound IT Weekly Live Show, starring Greg Fine, Keith Haskin, Jennifer Hall, and Mr. Rogers.
Well. Welcome. Thanks for joining us on this fine Friday afternoon. It's a little bit warmer this nice fine Friday than it's going to be tomorrow, from what I understand.
Yeah, I was looking at the forecast for the next week for us out here in McCook, and
we're going to freeze our butts.
Going to be
There's
kind of
ifs, ands, or
cold,
buts.
but
Yep. But it's winter. It's winter, right? So and we're glad to have you, and welcome to our kind of slightly upgraded set. We did put some plants out here.
we brought the plants back.
Yeah, we brought the plants back. They still smell like they died of smoke inhalation, but we're gonna hit them with the Downy here sometime pretty soon, aren't we? Yep, positively.
Do something to try to make them a little fresher.
Make them not smell like nicotine. Yeah. You made me buy them. They were used. You trying to make me save money. Yeah.
I know, but
yeah. Well, we can live with it. We'll just spray them with Downy.
well, and if you like them, then you can get something nicer.
Well, that's right. And Jennifer did try really, really hard to clean them. She washed every flippin' leaf. But, it's got silk or whatever they use. It just absorbs every cigarette smell yeah. Now I know why they say came from a non-smoking home when they put that in like the for sale thing on Facebook.
It must be a thing where, like, if you do smoke in your house and you buy like real plants, maybe it helps the smoke a little bit. And like,
yeah, I
don't know. These artificial ones don't. They're not so kind.
Yeah, and this person had dogs too. It's like, oh my God, can you imagine how those poor dogs smelled?
I cannot imagine.
Yeah, I don't want to imagine. Erase it.
Yep.
All right. So what do we got going on? We have stuff going on.
Yeah, we got the obviously we're gonna have the bench report coming up, and don't forget to stay tuned to the end of the video. As always, the meme of the week. What you're all waiting for. So please stay with us till we get to that.
Yep. And I guess because we're doing the bench report live, we're going to be doing our tease for the weekly tech talk this week. Be looking out for that. Jennifer has posted it. It's a great thing to watch. Switch. Hey, have you heard about Security on a Shoestring? It's the right size protection for many small businesses that don't have a lot of budget but want the basics. So what does it include? You get security with next generation antivirus, cloud-based firewall, a complete set and forget daily backup. Imagine having your own pit crew that monitors your computer's health. You'll have the latest patches and updates. We also perform routine maintenance on your PC automatically. You'll get access to us from 8 to 5 Central Time on a pay-as-you-go basis. Is Security on Shoestring affordable? Security on Shoestring was designed to fit any budget. You pay only for what you use, nothing more. Join hundreds of other customers who trust Honor Bound IT. Find out if Security on a Shoestring is a good fit for you. Call 877.
All right. right, welcome back. We actually was going to play you the weekly tech highlight, for our weekly tech talk. I think there was a little miscommunication and some button pushing over there. We actually ran our ad for this week.
Oh, well,
That's all right. You guys got, at least we played that for you. The SOS is here, and it's, we've been actually doing really well with that. So if you guys are interested, especially if you're running like a business from home, or any kind of operation where your data is important, your backup, you don't want to lose your stuff, or if you're concerned about your antivirus and security and things like that, check out the SOS. We'll definitely help you out, and you can stop by and we can talk more about that when you get in, or just give us a call like they said in the ad. There's the number, and yeah. But we'll get into the bench report now. Yeah, we're doing the bench report live. We had some technical difficulties, but as always, we wanted to bring in Jennifer Hall. She is the bench technician here at Honor Bound IT and handles all of the, the incoming stuff in the store when people bring their computers in and they need service, whether they have they can't do something on their computer, it won't boot, whatever trouble they're having. Jennifer will check them in, get it on the bench, and take care of it for you. So this week, Jennifer, we had a couple things come in. You want to talk about that one computer that came in that I know Greg kind of alluded to it in the thumbnail we had, but go ahead.
We had a really, really old computer come in.
And it wasn't just old. Tell them how old it was.
It was at least from 98.
Yeah, Greg put a picture of the pyramids in. I don't know if they had computers back then, but yes, it was a very old computer. And then the interesting thing was that computer was still running for the guy until he brought it in. It must have died just shortly before, and he wasn't able to boot it up. I think there was a power supply issue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he brought that thing in, and well, I'll let you tell him what we did and what we did for him and got him back up and going.
Well, we have a special gadget to read the hard drive, so we had to take the hard drive out and attach it to one of our computers. And
yeah, well, he bought a new computer too, so
yep.
You want to talk about the data transfer and how we do that for people?
Well, I grabbed the hard drive out, I get on, and
yeah, especially when the especially his computer, because he couldn't power it on or it wouldn't boot or anything like that. So we, like she said, we have a special gadget. It's actually a hard drive reader. We were actually able to pull the hard drive out of the machine and plug it in, and because the hard drive wasn't bad, we were actually able to recover the data. And then he bought one of our new laptops, and we was able to move all his data over to the new laptop for him. Now, his programs are a different story. Having a computer that old, I can't remember what version of QuickBooks he said, but he said he hadn't bought a version of QuickBooks in forever. And so, we kind of warned him, hey, if you're going to want to access these files, I think Greg mentioned contact your accountant, if they might have a way to upgrade those files for you, but you're going to have to pay for QuickBooks from now on. Unfortunately, things are a lot different with the way software is purchased and installed than it was, pre-2000. Yeah, I think you said the hard drive said 98.
Yep.
Yeah, it could have been older. We don't know, but it was huge. And you had it. Was it in the tech highlight or this week, or was it a different one that you had showed me the picture?
It'll be in the video, the actual video.
Okay. Yeah. So check that out, but you'll see what that computer actually looked like. And I mean, it was heavy. It was probably half the size of this table that you're looking at here. It was a monster, but we were happy we were able to recover data for him, and, definitely happy he bought a computer from us. If you're interested in some of our computers, we're actually getting more computers. You want to talk about what's coming in and what we have in stock?
We're getting, in stock, we have a couple laptops and a Lenovo desktop.
Yep.
Are we getting in all in ones?
We are actually getting all ones. We were actually able to place an order successfully and get some coming in. So those should be in here soon. But yeah, like you said, the laptops, man, we were selling those pretty quick, right?
Yeah, we got 3 in, and the next day we sold 2.
Yeah, I know. I think I was out for part of the day, and you said, "Oh, that one laptop's already gone," and then the man brought in the machine, and he bought another laptop. So they're going quick. We're going to try to get some more of those in stock, but like you said, we do have a few of them still available if you're interested. We have an HP laptop or a Dell laptop. And then, yeah, like you said, the Dell all-in-ones are on order, so we should be getting those in soon. We'll probably try to give you guys an update on our social media when those arrive. Yeah. What else do we have on the bench report? I think we had one more thing we was going to talk about. I know we were selling computers. We got some old computers. I think we were talking about reloads. Because remember, we got those laptops in.
Those.
And yeah, you want to talk about what we do when we reload things for people?
Well, I had to take the hard drive out of these ones, and they were BitLockered, so
yeah,
couldn't really do anything without the code. So
yeah, there's a way to do a factory reset on a computer with you go into the Windows environment, do the factory reset that way. But like you said, if the drive is BitLockered, you have to go an extra step. We actually have a thumbstick that has Windows installed on it, and we had to actually boot to the thumbstick, and that's the way to work around the BitLocker. Basically, we delete all the partitions on the drive, install a new fresh session of Windows, and then you were able to get that going for them. And they had another computer. We're actually doing a hard drive replacement. They had two computers they brought in. One of them, they said they actually just needed to wipe. They didn't need any data backup, and the other one, we're putting a new hard drive in. But generally, when we do reload a computer, we do a data recovery. And you want to talk about what we do when that happens?
Well, those ones, if the computer doesn't start up, you have to take the hard drive out, hook it up to our hard drive readers, and
Our gadgets.
yeah, and just copy and paste all their data.
Yeah, it's very important because a lot of people do bring in their computers that we do have to reload for various reasons. But yeah, one of the things that we find very important is people don't want to lose their data, whether it's documents, pictures, things like that. If we can save your favorites and bookmarks, we do that too. Not always possible, but we do the best we can. But yeah, it's very important to make sure we're backing up your data. And when we do those reloads, we wipe the drive clean for whatever purpose that we have to do. And then we actually put the data back on the drive for you. So that way you're not losing anything and you're able to kind of pick up where you left off. You might lose a day or two because of, you had to bring it in for service, but you're not losing your data. You're just losing a little bit of time. And so we're happy to get that for you. And you do quite a few reloads, right?
I do. I do at least 2 or 3 a week.
Yeah, a lot of times it's for the scams, and you allow somebody remote access to your computer. But there are other reasons that we reload. Forgotten passwords, I think, was this one, right?
Yeah,
they didn't remember the password, and so we had to just wipe it and reload. And thankfully they didn't need any data. That saves an extra step and some time. But as always, we do the best we can to keep your stuff and then make sure that your systems work and you can rely on them. So that was pretty much it for this week on the bench report. Jennifer, thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
And we'll do the bench report next week. We'll probably get things squared away with our video stuff in Studio B. But and until next time, we'll see you then. And don't forget, we have our weekly tech highlight coming up for you right after this.
Watch this week's Tech Talk to get important information about the Windows 8 end of life. On January 10th, Windows 8 reached the end of its life. If your computer is still on it, upgrading to Windows 11 is necessary to keep your computer safe and secure. A machine old enough to come with Windows 8 probably won't run Windows 11. And even if it could, it would not be cost effective. The risks are too great to ignore. Without security updates, your personal information could be at risk. You'll be exposed to viruses and hackers. Check out our video to get all the details.
Well, welcome back.
Look what we got.
Yeah. You're just like kind of flipping the chair, right? Thanks, Jennifer, for all the hard work you do. You do a great job, folks, and making sure that they get their computers back fairly quickly. Our aim is to try to get stuff turned around in a day or two. As long as it doesn't need parts. If it needs parts, then we kind of have to sometimes wait for those to come in. But
yeah, we never try to under promise things, but
Over promise
we never
and under deliver.
over promise and under deliver.
Yeah,
No.
you're being backwards.
We
like
under
me.
promise and we over deliver. That's what we do.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. So because like you said, sometimes people have a little bit of data, sometimes they have a lot of data.
Mhm.
Sometimes the computer is faster than it is
Yep,
others.
That's right. We're as fast as how slow your computer is. Yep. So if
Exactly.
you hang on to those dinosaurs like you guys were talking about, I mean, that was a relatively small amount of data that you moved, and it took, what, a half an hour?
Yeah.
And usually it's like 5 minutes and it's done,
Yeah.
But, it is what it is. Hey, we got 30 years of books back for that guy.
Oh yeah, that was.
I mean, what kind of a win is that, And, we always kind of laugh at me hanging on to old junk, right?
Yep.
And it's like that one time you need it, you get to put your cape on and be a hero because you saved that piece of old junk.
Well, even I remember I was even joking with him. I was like, "Hey, don't worry. Just go with your backup. It's all good. You have everything backed up, right?" And he looks at me, kind of confused, like.
I mean, the thing didn't even have a USB stick in it, so how do you back it up? Well, and he did mention that he did try to back it up on floppy drives, and ran out of space on it, too much for the floppy disk. Yeah, that was like your first clue that you need to do something different. But we were really excited to get him back and going, and just kind of save the day, so to speak.
Yeah,
that was wonderful.
Save the day.
You don't get those. You don't get those wins every day. Not to that extent.
Yeah. Well, if you're listening, you're out there and you have a computer that's 20 years old and you haven't backed it up.
Yep. I still have the stuff, and Keith hasn't made me throw it out yet. So.
Well, you told me you're like we're gonna use this once a year and it's gonna save somebody.
But how much of that old stuff did you make me throw out? I mean, we had to have filled half the dumpster up.
It was like your soldering stuff, and
I don't solder no more.
I think it was dehydrated thermal paste, and
it was we can't
but that one
we can't collect stuff too, right?
Yeah.
But and then we had some pretty exciting times with our lunch and learn, right? We went and did up at the Keystone there the other day.
Yeah, we did. We finally did our lunch and learn, our first one of the year.
Yep, 9 days of preparation for it, at least.
Yeah, it was a lot of work, and we talked about E-Myth is the one thing, because one of the big things we talked about in the lunch and learn was processes and building those out. And once you build out the process, that's the hard part, right? Getting everything set up to where you need it to be, and then, like you said, we spent 9 days, probably at least, and then moving to do these in the future. It's not going to take 9 days anymore. We're going to build,
reuse it.
We're going to reuse it. We're going to build a template out. We're going to, hey, this is what we need to do. We know exactly what worked and what people liked. We got some feedback of what could have been done better, and so we're going to review that. And we were very happy for the people that came, and I think a lot of them said they were happy that they attended.
I think like a lot of people got like at least one or two things that they could use and felt that their time was well spent, and that was really our goal, and that's why we prepped for so long, to make sure that we had the type of content that people could use, because a lot of times what will happen is an IT guy is like so geared to things that they forget that people actually have to use this for their day-to-day life. And so we're very pleased that they were able to take something with them that they'll be able to use every day.
Yeah.
Yep. It was all about time management, and the myth of multitasking was one of the texts that we used. A little bit of we glossed over that. And then you did a software demo.
Yeah, because we work with Microsoft products so much here, kind of the gist of the demo was, because we're talking about time management and how to, properly manage your time, we use the tools in Microsoft. So we use, Outlook. And I think everybody there at the meeting was very familiar with Outlook. It's just it's one of those things that's been around for so long. and people are very comfortable with it. But when you dig deeper into the Microsoft stuff, we actually talked about 2 of their products that are focused for like time management and planning. And so Microsoft To Do and Microsoft Planner, 2 of the things that come with your business premium license. I think To Do is included with most licenses, but Planner, you need to have a higher level of license to get to that. But, having things to put on your to-do list and when things are going to get done, and then using Planner to work with a team to assign tasks and schedule them to get those done. I mean, one of the clients we had there, he said he was very familiar with Microsoft stuff, and when we started talking about Planner, he was like, "Wow, this is amazing."
Oh yeah, and can I use it on my phone?
Yeah,
because that's usually where it went down to, and it's like, yeah, you can use it on your phone. There's an app.
I don't know if he was downloading it while we were in the meeting.
I don't know. But it was thrilling to see, that the light bulbs were going on, because for most of the people that use the Microsoft Office products, they know Word, Excel, Outlook, and the rest of it all gets pretty glossed over. So to be able to see all of those other things that you pay for anyways, so the object lesson of this whole thing is like, if you have a problem that you need to solve, come to us as an IT company. We might be able to solve that with stuff that you're already paying for. So, the amount of time that you're going to spend with us to get your solution sorted out, it's going to pay for itself.
Exactly. I'll say that the biggest thing for us, and one of the reasons we did this is because we've been using, the Microsoft products, and we kind of glanced over OneNote, but for us and our time management, we made a time, every Monday morning we're going to sit down, we're going to talk about what we're going to do for the week. We build out a list of things that we're going to do, and then put them on the calendar. And you say it all the time, that's been the most helpful thing that we've done, because a lot of times before that we were just doing tasks, and then we'd say, hey, can we do this? Let's get on that.
Well, we were working as islands. We weren't really working together because we didn't have like a plan. And the plan that is no plan doesn't, generally work, but it's the default plan for most people. In that 1 hour, it pays for itself like over and over and over and over and over again. It's well worth the time and effort and money, because our time isn't free, right?
Exactly. And if you guys are out there interested, let us know in the chat. We're happy to do more of these. I know we have another one planned for Grow Nebraska, and we were talking about.
Yeah, it's going to be a statewide thing, that one.
Yeah, and then we're also, staying in touch with the chamber about future lunch and learn. So if you're
we had some recommendations of stuff that people wanted to learn, and OneNote was one of them, and then Teams. And then I was actually thinking this morning, bathtub thought, was. It's really, Teams is such a handy little tool that you could actually pull all of those things together into one place. And now that we're going to go on the Verizon One Talk, and they're getting the phone service in the One Talk app, we might be able to do like what my dream was, is instead of having to go flip through 100 applications, it's all available through the click of a tab. So that is the design goal that I have, so exciting stuff coming up.
Looking forward to that one.
Yep. We'll do that. And then I think OneNote or Teams or something like that. The Grow Nebraska one, we're going to be doing the time management thing again. So if you want to watch that, just go to the Grow Nebraska website. And there's like a free sign up there. And then we'll be doing another one in, what is it, April?
That's a different.
That's a different one, but that one will be for security without breaking the bank.
Mm-hmm.
That's one that we're going to do. They've asked us to do a couple of things, and then we'll be at Marketech, of course. This year will be the first year. No, actually, Tanner went to Marketech 1 year, and while we're not going to be, up on the stage, we'll be there attending and have a booth. So exciting stuff. Oh. Got to give a shout out to our friends from St. Ernst, right?
Yeah.
Those beer rocks often are awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome or what?
Oh, they were perfect. Yeah, the guys down at St. Ernst brought us the beer rocks.
Yeah, it was awesome.
and the drinks. So yeah, that was
perfect.
very
They're
good.
on time and got everything there before our attendees showed up, and nobody was complaining about the food. So
Oh, nice, yeah.
yeah, and so like if you need some catering done, we can certainly recommend Sainers as a good alternative. They do Burex and other types of food too, I'm sure. Just get a hold of Andrew Ambriz or Jamie Mockery, right? His name right?
Yeah,
All right.
Jamie or
Yeah.
Andrew, yep, they'll place an order
They'll
for you.
place an order for you or help you decide what you want to do, like coffee, tea, and whatever.
Yeah. We also did the donuts.
Yeah, we got donuts in the morning. Yeah. And we sort of like shared the wealth with the people who were in the office as well. So one of the ladies came in and said, "Well, I hadn't had any breakfast." Perfect timing, dude. Give a big old donut. Yeah. And they were good.
Yeah. And don't forget about the chamber who helped us put this on.
Oh man, Molly did such a wonderful job of helping us coordinate all this. And a lot of people who aren't chamber members or who are chamber members don't really realize that the chamber is such a resource for them. She kind of worked in between us and MEDC, which handles the venue that we're on. We saved some money there because the chamber, because we're chamber members. But then the promotion of the event that we had was awesome as well. She let me put a couple of videos in their weekly e-blast. And so, yeah, Molly, if you're out there, we just want to know from the bottom of our heart, we appreciate the effort that you spend with us and everything that you do for the community. Mm-hmm. And then, what else has been going on?
Well, you'd mentioned, we did lunch and learn, and we have a couple upgrade projects that you were talking about.
Oh, yeah. Client, has basically outgrown their environment. That's going to be a big job. We had a client who's an accountant in Fort Collins, and they're one of our favorite clients that we have, and they've just sort of outgrown their environment, and so we're going to probably have to add a server or some resources so that their accounting stuff works quicker before they go full tilt in tax season. So yeah, that'll be coming up right shortly because I think he wants to get it done before crunch time.
Yeah.
I mean, things are trickling in now, but us humans are procrastinators, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly.
So, they've got like just tons of deadlines that, need to be met. But yeah, we're excited about that. And lots of folks are coming in, looking and pricing some of their commercial projects. We had somebody who had a 6 or 7 year old all-in-one.
Yeah.
Can't remember what she said.
She said she had and it was still working. So she's,
Yep.
I like it when they come in and their stuff is still working.
Oh yeah,
and they're
it's a
planning for their
disaster,
replacements.
Yeah.
So
Yep, that's right, and came in, and we fortunately had a computer that we're actually going to be shipping out to that client as a desktop.
Mhm.
And the exact one was exactly what they needed for their purpose. But yeah, a lot of those are starting to trickle in. Some firewall upgrades. I mean, people are kind of planning their budgets and making sure they're doing all the things at the front of the year so they have a good year throughout the year, and hopefully we're a small part of helping them profit better. And we want people to get a return on their investment, and we don't want them to cost themselves money by doing nothing. So a little bit of both.
Exactly.
But you know what, Keith, I'm most excited about?
What's that, Greg?
Well, COVID happened, obviously. And what ended up getting hard to get was these all-in-ones. Now, you could buy the El Cheapo, commodity all-in-ones. They were pretty easy to come by. But the commercial grade ones that we sell for a business they were like hen's teeth. And finally, I got on one of my vendor sites because I honestly had given up on being able to get halfway decent all-in-ones for our customers. And then they were in stock and available. It was like really exciting. Got 2 of them coming next week. You know, we don't try to get, did I order 3? I think I ordered 3.
I think you said 3.
Yeah. Yeah, we try to get a couple extra.
Mm-hmm.
And we love those all-in-ones because, you know, the lack of cables and connectors that they have, there's so many fewer breakpoints. And the guy that does all the warranty work from Dell, he comes and works on our bench. You know, he asked us, and this was for a customer that wasn't even ours, right?
Yep.
But he's been so good to us. Sean is his name. I don't know his last name. He just shows up in his little Prius and and you know, he asked us this week if he could you know, borrow a little piece of the bench because he didn't want to drive out into the boonies in backwoods Hay Center.
Yeah.
And you know, Prius and those mud routes don't do very well. You can tell by experience. But yeah, so, you know, that's one of the other benefits is, you know, when you get a Dell piece of equipment, we know the guy, you know, and he does one heck of a job of making sure that customers are well taken care of. And when you buy that computer from us, we actually spend the time to get with Dell and actually deal with making sure you get the warranty service. Because a lot of people, I mean, it's really geared for what reason? To make you give up. You know, and it's like to get the service is so much of a pain in the butt. Well, we know all their tricks.
Oh, we do.
Yes, we do. We got them figured out, and you know, we can certainly save you a lot of time and that sort of deal. Even if you didn't buy it from us, we're gonna, you know, if it's under warranty, we're gonna assist you. We're just gonna send you a bill for the time that takes. But we're happy to help you whatever way we can, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So wow. How did time go by?
Yeah.
We were talking about like 4 things. That'll get us full of.
I told you, but you were thinking of one more. What else did we do?
One more thing.
We
Right?
did a lot.
Yeah.
We can't give you everything.
Yeah, that's the time management thing.
That's right.
Underestimating how much time it takes to do something. So yeah, we're gonna do our tech highlight of the week. Spencer, are you ready with our tech highlight of the week?
Actually, Spencer did our tech highlight already.
Yeah.
Spencer did it.
Yeah. That was when you came
Remember
back.
we did the live
Oh well,
bench
Jeepers
report.
Crump.
We did
See, we got
we
everything
did
all
the
out of
ad.
order now, you know, and I'm such a creature of habit. So yeah, we're going to be doing meme of the week. Take it away, Spencer.
All right. So for the meme of the week this week. Oh, my bad.
You're breaking things.
Not trying to. Okay, so the meme of the week. It's one that I found. It says, "There he is, my butter from another udder." Sorry. There you go. I got it nailed down this week.
That's a good one.
Yep.
So
And we're going to finish up with the cat picture of the week. Yeah, we. Oh, that's not the right.
It's the old one, Spencer.
That's the old one.
oh,
You broke it.
do we have a new one?
Yes, I gave you a new one.
Oh,
You're
okay.
crying out loud.
It's
Spencer.
It's in my teams.
Yeah,
All right,
it's in
all
the
right.
teams.
Well, see, I almost forgot about the meme. That's what's funny.
Oh no.
Well, I just about did, and that's of course
Yeah.
I forgot
It's
about
because
this.
we ran a little bit over on
Yeah,
our
we did.
typical
Typical
BS.
you and me. Yeah,
Bullcrap time, right?
Bullcrap.
yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we do have a cat meme.
Yes. Well, it's a cat picture. You
Don't
know,
go. Don't. Oh, it's a picture. Yeah, no,
It's a
sorry.
picture. Yeah, it's
Don't-
one of my cats.
Don't go away.
Everybody has. Well, that's what the internet's for, right? Is cat pictures and
Yeah, other stuff.
and cat videos and other stuff that is the lowest common denominator.
Yeah, that was the. Was that last week's cat picture, Greg? I
Oh,
think.
that one was,
That was last
week's when
week's.
you and me were
Oh.
working like remotely.
Yeah, there we
Yep.
go. Cue it up.
All right.
There
Yeah.
you are.
And
How's
that's
that?
my 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 kitty cat Claire. She's a love. We love her. She's so soft.
Cat in a basket. Is that her bed?
Well, everybody shares that bed, and the funny thing is like it's one of those things. We were in Lincoln in the Haymarket and saw this basket, and it was like a beautiful fair trade. It was in the fair trade shop where they buy them from someplace in. I think this one was from Africa. And so we thought, oh, it's just like beautiful. And the cats took it over. and they just like take turns using it for a bed. But
You ever see more than one of them in there at a time?
When they're babies, they would, but they take up the whole thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, that's right.
Not as big as it looks.
No. Well, it's a good like 14 inches. But cats in a small space, they typically don't like small spaces with each other. But yeah, I guess that's it for the week, isn't it? Join us next week, same time, same station. We'll try to be a little bit more timely with our live stream, and hopefully we'll get the tech issues resolved in Studio B, so everything's in the right order and I don't screw up.
See you guys next week.
See you later.
Hey! Did you just hear that?